My beloved child, the quiet sense of warning you have been noticing around this person should not be dismissed, but neither should you allow it to become fear that causes you to reach conclusions before the whole truth has been revealed. I want you to slow down. Keep your mind clear and observe with peace, because genuine discernment never drives you into panic, suspicion, or uncontrolled reactions. It is like a small lamp placed within you. It does not illuminate the entire road in a single moment, but it gives enough light for you to recognize whether the next step is safe. Recently, you have sensed that something does not fully align between this person's words and their actions. Outwardly, they may still appear gentle. Their explanations may sound reasonable, and they may even try to present themselves as trustworthy. Yet you cannot find peace when you are near them. Do not blame yourself for this feeling. You do not have to force yourself to trust someone merely because they appear kind. Nor should you ignore repeated warning signs because you fear being considered overly sensitive. I know you often desire to see the good in everyone. Many times, you have explained away behavior that wounded you, telling yourself that perhaps the person was merely tired, acted unintentionally, or did not know how to express themselves properly. That compassion is beautiful, but without boundaries. It can cause you to remain too long in circumstances that are gradually draining your strength. Not every smile conceals harmful intentions, and not every uncomfortable feeling is a sign of danger. However, when uneasiness repeatedly returns together with inconsistent behavior, you need to examine it seriously instead of continuing to deny it. Look at the effect their presence leaves within you. After each conversation, do you feel respected and more peaceful? Or do you begin doubting yourself? Do they listen when you express your boundaries? Or do they make you feel guilty whenever you say no? Do they keep their word in small matters? Or do they repeatedly invent reasons to conceal irresponsibility? The answer is not found in beautiful promises, but in the patterns repeated over time. Do not allow anyone to convince you that caution means you lack love. You can treat someone with kindness while maintaining distance. You can forgive without restoring the same level of access they once possessed. You can recognize another person's wounds without becoming the place where they release all their chaos. I am not calling you to become cold. I am teaching you to protect the peace you spent so much time rebuilding. Some people approach not because they desire to grow beside you, but because they recognize in you a source of support from which they can continually take. At first, they may appear attentive, offer praise, and make you feel seen. But when you begin establishing boundaries, the true nature of the connection will gradually be revealed. Someone who genuinely values you may not enjoy every boundary, but they will still respect it. Someone who wants control will interpret your boundary as betrayal and attempt to push you back into your former role. I want you to pay particular attention to how this person responds when they do not receive what they want. Anyone can appear gentle when everything is moving according to their wishes, but true character is often revealed when they are denied something, corrected, or required to wait. If they shift from affection to punishing silence, from concern to mockery, or from promises to accusation whenever you do not comply, this must be seen clearly. You do not need to give them a harsh label or publicly condemn them. You only need to acknowledge that such treatment is unhealthy and that you are not obligated to endure it. Do not let rare moments of tenderness cause you to forget a repeated pattern that continually wounds you. One gentle day cannot erase many weeks of instability unless the person genuinely accepts responsibility and demonstrates lasting change through action. Even so, you must protect your heart from seeing danger everywhere. Former experiences may cause you to react strongly to anything that resembles past pain. Therefore, before making a decision, take time to distinguish peaceful intuition from fear activated by memory. Fear often pressures you to act immediately, fills your mind with imagined scenarios, and weakens your ability to reason. Genuine discernment is more patient. It does not scream, provoke, or require you to prove anything. It simply and consistently reminds you to observe further, speak more slowly, reveal less, and avoid giving authority to someone who has not demonstrated trustworthiness. When you preserve enough distance, truth will have room to reveal itself without requiring you to investigate obsessively. If you are uncertain, test the situation through small and clear steps. Establish a reasonable boundary and observe the response. Calmly express what makes you uncomfortable and see whether the person listens or immediately denies your experience. Do not pay attention only to an apology. Observe whether behavior changes. An apology without correction is merely a way to calm the situation so everything can return to its former pattern. A mature person can accept responsibility without turning themselves into the victim. Listen to truth without punishing the person who speaks it, and respect your decision even when they disagree. If every time you express yourself, you somehow become the one who must apologize, understand that the problem may not be your feelings, but the other person's unwillingness to lose control of the story. You do not need to announce every doubt to many people, but do not isolate yourself either. Speak with someone trustworthy, calm, and not easily controlled by emotion, and describe the specific things that have occurred. Avoid saying only that you sense negative energy. Explain the behavior, the words, and the timing, and the repeated patterns. Truth becomes clearer when examined through concrete facts. A wise person will not immediately order you to end the relationship or remain in it. They will help you notice what you may have overlooked. If the situation involves threats, coercion, financial control, isolation, monitoring, or anything that makes you fear for your safety, you must prioritize protecting yourself and seek appropriate support. Do not place yourself in danger merely to preserve another person's favorable image. I also want you to remember that you do not need absolute proof before you are permitted to step back. If a connection continually leaves you exhausted, confused, and without peace, you have the right to reduce contact while you observe. Distance is not a sentence, it is space that helps you hear your own voice again. When you remain too close to someone with powerful influence, you may gradually become accustomed to things that should never have become normal. Time apart will help you recognize how much you had to adjust. Silence yourself and overlook in order to preserve the relationship. If peace returns when you create distance, regard that as important information. You do not need to return merely because this person makes promises while afraid of losing you. Allow time to prove whether change is genuine. My beloved child, the discernment given to you is not intended to make you judgmental, but to help you love without becoming blind. You do not need to fight to expose this person before everyone, nor must you retaliate because of what you have recognized. Keep your words clean. Avoid participating in gossip, and share only what is necessary with responsible people. When the truth becomes clear, act decisively without bitterness. Some doors must be closed peacefully, not because you hate the person behind them, but because you understand that you cannot continue sacrificing your inner light to preserve an unhealthy connection. Therefore, trust the warning that continues returning, but always place it beside careful observation, reason, and evidence found in behavior. Do not convince yourself that everything is fine when you repeatedly feel uneasy. But neither should you condemn someone because of one uncomfortable moment. I am teaching you to stand between these two extremes, neither naive nor suspicious, neither fearful nor careless. Still tender, yet strong enough to say no. What truly belongs in your life will not require you to lose peace in order to keep it. Someone worthy of coming close will not fear clarity, resist boundaries, or require you to diminish yourself so that they can feel powerful. Walk slowly, remain calm, and allow time to reveal what words may be attempting to conceal. When you honor the discernment placed within you, you will no longer walk blindly into places that once stole your joy. You will learn to choose connections that nurture safety, respect, and good light within your life. You will soon be amazed by the person you are becoming, because the fear that once controlled every choice is gradually giving way to a peaceful confidence born from knowing that I am protecting you. In the past, one unkind remark could occupy your thoughts for days. A small delay could make you believe every plan had failed. Another person's silence could cause you to wonder what you had done wrong. But, my beloved, these reactions are gradually losing their authority. This is not because life will stop testing you, but because the foundation within you has become stronger. I am teaching you to observe circumstances without allowing them to define you. Hear noise without permitting it to enter the place of peace. And move through disappointing days while remembering that your value has not diminished. The doubts that repeatedly told you that you would fail, that you were not good enough, or that every door would eventually close, will become increasingly unfamiliar. Instead, you will begin hearing a gentle yet steady voice within, reminding you that you have survived too much to continue bowing before fear's predictions. The confidence I am building is not loud or arrogant, and it does not need to prove itself to anyone. It resembles an anchor hidden beneath the water, unseen yet able to hold you steady when the winds change. Others may still misunderstand you. Plans may sometimes be delayed, and exhausting days may still come. But you will no longer immediately conclude that everything is working against you. You will then notice that the way you respond has changed. Words that once made you angry will no longer pull you so easily into useless arguments. You will know how to pause, breathe slowly, and choose words that can build rather than wound. Your former quick temper is not disappearing because you are becoming weak, but because you have become strong enough not to respond to every provocation. I am transforming anger into patience with boundaries, wounded silence into the ability to speak truth with compassion, and the insecurity that once caused you to withdraw into courage that knows how to protect what is right. You will no longer have to choose between gentleness and strength, because I am teaching you how to carry both at the same time. This change is not being produced merely by forcing yourself to think positively or appear calm before others. It is growing through each day when you surrender. Every time you choose obedience, though no one is watching, and each moment when you release the need to control every outcome. Some victories are deeply quiet, You do not answer while angry. Do not return to a place that wounded you merely because you are lonely. Do not surrender after one disappointing day. And do not continue condemning yourself for a mistake you have already corrected. No one may give you a medal for these things, but I have seen them. These small choices are changing the structure within you and forming you into someone who is not easily carried away by temporary emotion. There will be a morning when you awaken and sense that something has become different. Your outward circumstances may not yet be completely changed, but you will no longer view them through eyes of panic. A problem that once kept you awake will become simply something to address step by step. A rejection that once made you feel worthless will become a sign that you need to change direction. A delay that once caused you to believe you had been forgotten will be understood as time required for deeper preparation. You may not know the exact day when this transformation began, because I have been working within you through countless small moments. But you will know that it has occurred when peace becomes your first response instead of fear. Those near you will notice the difference. They may not know how many nights you battled negative thoughts, how many times you had to remind yourself to rise again, or how many prayers you could speak only from weakness. Yet they will sense a quiet strength in your presence. You will be able to listen to another person's pain without being drawn into exhaustion. Offer guidance without considering yourself superior, and enter a room with confidence without making anyone else feel small. I am teaching you to carry compassion while protecting boundaries. Offer wisdom while remaining humble, and stand firmly without becoming rigid. The version of you that continually questioned your own worth will gradually become a distant memory. You will remember the days when you apologized merely for having legitimate needs, remained silent because you feared your voice would make others uncomfortable, and accepted less than you deserved because you feared abandonment. But you will no longer condemn your former self. You will view that person with compassion because you understand that they were merely trying to survive with the knowledge they possessed at the time. I do not renew you by teaching you to hate your past. I heal you so that you can embrace the story behind you without remaining imprisoned by it. You will thank the person you once were for refusing to give up and then gently continue forward in a restored identity. The growth I am producing is not intended to make you famous, praised by everyone, or continually placed at the center of attention. I am shaping you into someone who can carry weight without being broken by it. Accept responsibility without losing peace, and forgive without permitting former harm to continue repeating itself. You will lead others not by controlling them, but by living consistently. The way you behave under pressure will speak more loudly than your advice. The way you treat those who cannot benefit you will reveal your true depth. The way you correct yourself after making a mistake will encourage those who fear they no longer have an opportunity to begin again. You may not yet see the complete picture I am creating, but not one faithful step has been overlooked. Every prayer whispered when you had almost no strength left. Every time you chose hope while your mind insisted that nothing would change. And every good action performed in a hidden place is contributing to the new person you are becoming. I do not look only at great achievements that the world can measure. I see the moment you restrain a hurtful word, the time you help someone while you are also tired, and the occasion when you continue doing what is right without receiving recognition. These small things are the places where lasting strength is formed. One day, even the reflection in the mirror will appear different to you. This will not be because your face no longer carries traces of the years behind you, but because your eyes will no longer be covered by heaviness. Your smile will not come from perfect circumstances, but from peace rooted deeply enough that it cannot easily be taken away. You will not need to pretend to be strong, because genuine strength will have become part of the way you walk. Be patient with this process. My beloved, do not become discouraged if former fear occasionally returns and knocks upon the door. Its appearance does not mean you have returned to the beginning. You only need to refuse to open the door and surrender control again. I am renewing you day by day until the person who once trembled before every storm becomes someone able to stand in strong winds. Preserve a tender heart and calmly say that you know you are being protected. My beloved child, a profound strength has quietly matured within you through the very days when you believed you were weak, directionless, and incapable of continuing. You may have regarded those months as an empty period, but I saw them as the place where your courage took root. Every time you rose after disappointment, preserved kindness after being wounded, and continued trusting without seeing an answer, you became steadier. The action you recently took was not as small as you imagine. It carried all the maturity gathered through difficult seasons and demonstrated that you no longer permit fear to decide for you. I saw that choice and the sincere heart behind it. And now something good is being guided toward you as an answer to the trust you have expressed. What is coming may not resemble what you once imagined in your prayers. At times, you believed the answer had to appear through a particular person, a specific door, or an extraordinary event happening immediately. But I see beyond your temporary expectations. I know what can truly heal your weariness, what will help you remain stable over time, and what would only bring brief happiness before leaving another empty place. Therefore, do not reject a blessing merely because it arrives through a road different from the one you planned. Sometimes a miracle appears as a humble opportunity, an ordinary encounter, timely counsel, or a new piece that helps you see your circumstances differently. What matters is not the brilliance of its appearance, but the good fruit it creates within your life. I know precisely when your heart becomes ready to receive without destroying something good through old wounds. Had the answer arrived too early, you might have grasped it in desperation, attempted to control it through fear of loss, or placed your entire worth within it. But over time, you learned how to release what no longer fit. Stop chasing doors that always required you to beg, and stand alone without treating solitude as evidence that you were forgotten. That maturity has made the present moment different. You are entering something new, not with a heart starving for approval, but with the calmness of someone who understands that what is genuine does not need to be forced. A new direction has begun, and the lessons you have completed will no longer permit you to return to living as the person you once were. Even while the surface of life appears quiet, many things around you are being rearranged. Some people are changing the way they see you. Certain circumstances are shifting in a more favorable direction, and opportunities are being prepared in places you never considered. A conversation that has not yet occurred may provide an answer to a problem you have carried for a long time. Someone who appears unrelated may become a bridge, leading you where you need to go. A delay that disappointed you may be preventing you from entering before the proper time. You do not need to run in search of every sign or force the process to move faster. What belongs to you will come with clarity and will not require you to sacrifice dignity or peace in order to hold it. Your responsibility is to continue doing well what is already in your hands and protect your heart from impatience. I am opening a path in the very place where you once saw an impossible wall. You carried burdens for so long that at times you forgot what it felt like to live lightly. You became accustomed to preparing for difficulty, expecting disappointment, and remaining constantly defensive. But the coming season will teach you that you can walk wisely without living in continual tension. Your faith will become lighter, not because every difficulty immediately disappears, but because you will begin recognizing that you no longer need to carry everything alone. Small confirmations of guidance will appear at the right time to comfort you. A problem will be resolved. A need will be met. A direction will become clear, or profound calm will arise even while circumstances have not yet completely changed. The burden within you is being removed layer by layer. Certain anxieties cannot disappear through one encouraging statement because they were formed through many years of insecurity. Therefore, restoration is also taking place gently and consistently. I am touching the places exhausted from always having to appear strong. The parts that became accustomed to silence because they feared no one would understand. And the memories that still cause you to respond to the present as though the past is about to repeat itself. You will notice that negative thoughts no longer carry you away as easily as before. What once required many days for you to recover from may disturb you only briefly. What once caused you to question your worth will no longer possess the authority to keep you in darkness. This is genuine healing. It does not erase every memory, but prevents those memories from governing your choices and future. Your recent action became a turning point because it demonstrated your willingness to trust more deeply instead of keeping everything within a narrow circle of control. Perhaps you forgave someone without receiving the apology you desired, released something you once clung to, spoke a truth you had concealed, or moved forward without possessing every answer. Whatever form that action took, it revealed that you no longer want to live under fear's authority. That trust creates room for something new to enter. I am not saying that one action can purchase grace, because my love has never been exchanged for performance. But your choice demonstrated that you are ready to cooperate with renewal instead of resisting it. What is approaching carries more than outward provision. It will bring clarity so that you know where to move, courage to refuse what is unsuitable, and joy that no longer depends upon the praise of others. You may receive a new resource, an opportunity for growth, a healthy relationship, or a path allowing your abilities to be used in the right place, whatever form it takes. Receive it gratefully while preserving discernment. Do not immediately tell everyone. Do not transform your entire life because of one early sign. And do not allow excitement to make you forget the lessons of the waiting season. What is good must be protected through humility, disciplina, and patience. I am still continuing the work I began within you. I do not rush, because what is built too quickly often lacks depth. But neither have I forgotten you or intentionally prolonged your pain. Every step possesses a purpose. At times, I heal you before opening the door. At other times, I change your thinking before changing the circumstances. Sometimes I teach you how to manage what is small before placing something greater in your hands. You do not need to understand the entire process before you can trust. Walk one day at a time. Complete the responsibilities before you. And do not dismiss changes that appear very small. A more peaceful thought, a wiser decision, or the ability to say no without guilt are all evidence that you are being renewed from within. You will then notice stillness appearing in the place that was once filled with anxiety. You will no longer need to check continually whether something good is about to disappear. A gentle confidence will grow, quiet and free from pride, yet strong enough for you to face what once frightened you. This is not a random emotion, but the result of allowing me to heal, guide, and shape you through every season. You are becoming someone capable of receiving goodness without doubting yourself, preserving blessing without allowing pride to enter, and loving without losing boundaries. Continue holding firmly to this trust, my beloved, because your recent action is only the beginning. What is quietly taking shape will soon be reflected outwardly. And when you look back, you will understand that your most lasting strength was born during the very days when you believed you were weakest.